Today I'm testing out a flat setup with a twist. I've got a full flat 58mm Undercover wheel setup with a harder 92A wheel on the inside and a softer 88A wheel on the outside. Now, I'm hoping this setup is going to give me all of the speed and maneuverability that I like from a flat setup, while also those harder, smaller wheels are going to help me to keep control on grinds and eliminate wheel bite. Here at the skate park to test them out and see how it feels. So I was a bit concerned how this setup was going to feel on the roll. What with having those 58mm wheels being much smaller than I'm used to, I was concerned it might feel a bit train tracky, lacking in speed, maneuverability, but I was kind of pleasantly surprised, as they often am when I try a smaller wheel, how fast they did actually feel. They accelerated really nicely, held the speed reasonably well too. Something that surprised me is I almost feel like there's a little bit of a rocker, even though the setup is completely flat. It almost feels like there's a little bit of a tilt and those middle wheels are sitting a bit lower, which is a bit strange. I don't know if they haven't bedded in yet, or there's a kind of slight manufacturing sort of discrepancy, but I mean, it feels fine. Nothing that's kind of distracting or ruining the experience, but definitely something to keep an eye on. And on the whole, really impressed at how they feel rolling around on first impressions. So really impressed with the grinding performance on this setup so far. It's definitely giving me all of the speed and maneuverability that I associate with a flat setup, but also the grinding performance that's really similar to that of anti-rocker. Okay, I'm going to stop myself there for a second because sometimes I get a bit enthusiastic about these things and I kind of forget to flesh them out in a bit more detail. So I think the wheel bite is definitely reduced when you compare this to a generic flat setup with softer wheels in the middle, but it is definitely not the same. I'd say it's kind of like somewhere in between. It's a big improvement, but you're still going to need a much more refined technique if you want to do something like a back five or a unity on a ledge, for example. But for me, the trade-off definitely feels worth it because you're gaining so many benefits from being 8 wheels down. In terms of downsides, I think this is a real win-win scenario actually, and it's a massive upgrade from a standard flat setup, but I think you could potentially experience a bit of uneven wear on your wheels. What with having harder ones on the inside, they're going to wear much slower than the wheels on the outside, for example. So hopefully that was a bit more helpful than what I was going to say, and back to the video. And the wheels are the Undercover Jay Yoon Pro Wheels, really well deserved, and absolutely love Undercover urethane too. If you are looking to pick up some new gear for the summer, then I got most of this from Loco Skates, including these new wheels. So if you're looking to try something new, you should definitely check them out. They've got everything that you need for aggressive, big wheel, wizard skating. They've got great customer service and they ship worldwide too. So a massive thanks to Loco Skates for their ongoing support of the channel, and you'll find a link in the description below. Next, I want to move on to maybe some longer grinds and also checking out the coping too. And after that, I'm going to share some tips for flat setup if this is something that you're new to as well. Well, both those were way harder than I was expecting. The topsole, just really difficult to lock in with the angle of that bank, but well worth a trick battle, which actually went on a lot longer than is on camera because the GoPro battery died halfway through. And that long while, which I have done before, but again, not for a long time, The Royal on that ledge brings me on to my tips for riding flat and making it much easier. The first of which is to change the way you wax. Now, waxing a really wide strip along the top of the ledge can make a really big difference in terms of just allowing those middle wheels just to glide along the top of the ledge. Number two is to bend your knees. The lower you get, the further away those wheels are from the grinding surface, which again makes a massive difference. And third is to do what I'm doing today, which is use a smaller wheel size, like a 60 or a 58, and pair it with a frame with good wheel bite protection, like a Wish medium frame, or the Symmetrics frame's also really nice for riding flat too. So that was not meant to be another trick battle. It was meant to be easy, but like everything, it turned into a bit of a battle in the end. So I've been going for 4 hours now. I can feel the standard of skating and also filming definitely starting to slip a little bit. I'm feeling pretty parched, ready for a break, some water, and heading off to Norwich for the Wednesday night skate at Delta 4. But really stoked on my first session on these mixed durometer wheels from Jay Yoon and Undercover. Absolutely awesome setup. The only time I experienced a little bit of wheel bite was on the top sole on the bank to ledge, but I think that was more just because of the position that I was in. So I'm going to be sticking with this setup. It feels like a real best of both worlds that doesn't kind of limit my skating by the size of the wheels or the potential for wheel bite. And yeah, it's just been a really great diverse setup. So I think that's about all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.